Coming off the backs, round one was rough. I'm hoping that as we move to the back tees that things lighten up. We go from very high to high winds, firm fairways, moderate on the greens. So things are going to have a little more bite. We're going to have a little bit better of a chance at scoring here. Obviously, at 626 yards on the first, I don't know that that's going to necessarily be the case, but we can hope. We can very much so hope. A little fast. I'm hoping that we carry this and that when it hits this ridge here, we don't go flying straight off into the rough. Also, thank you guys for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. We're going to try and obviously shoot well, but we're also going to try and get you guys out of here on time. I want to watch the Netflix Cup as much as most of you guys probably want to. It'll be, I'm very curious because I know that some of the, I mean, I guess all of the F1 guys that are in it golf. But like I know Carlos and Lando and stuff play pretty frequently, so I'm very interested to see. I also enjoy them as characters, so. What's the Netflix Cup? So it's a crossover event that they're doing for leading up to the Las Vegas Grand Prix this weekend. But it's 4 F1 guys and 4 PGA guys playing paired scramble, I think. Range in the odd round now? Yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be for me, Button. I might be able to get out to a little bit more than you. But yeah, definitely making good on that range work. Alright, we are going to try driver off the deck here. Kind of also expecting wind to come into play and bring us back across left to right. Pull fast. Oh no, 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 no. Ah. That's like the one miscombination there that was always going to be really, really bad. Also, I don't love this for us. It's uphill. Maybe the uphill lie is going to help us. But we're kind of in a really tough spot when it comes to that backstop. And just whenever we get these high lie percentage ones and I have to swing full on these splashes. Wow, that really came out to the right. Holy cow. All right, hopefully we can swing a birdie putt here to start. That would make me very, very happy. Big swing right at the start. Oh, man. All right. I feel like this just swings so hard and like changes that trajectory. I need to go out further. Huge birdie. Huge birdie. Okay, here we go. That's how you want to start the round. I don't need to start the round with bad vibes of missing putts and everything. That is absolutely not what we need. I'm gonna go hybrid. I was thinking about going 3-wood there, but I think 3-wood is gonna leave us. Yeah, I was gonna leave us even shorter than this. And even here, I think we're a little bit long. So like a little bit of loft and quite a bit of backspin, I think is going to be the play. The pin's there. We gotta get it a little bit out to the side. A little bit pushy, but distance-wise, I mean, it's as good as it gets. Right pin high. We're gonna have to go back-to-back, though. Gotta have to go back-to-back on these putts. Ooh, almost high. Almost high, but we're in there. The birdie start is a beautiful sight to behold. I mean, obviously, you know, you've got some better ones. Eagle birdie, birdie eagle, Albie ace, you know, the usual ones. But birdie's up there. Without the wind, this would land like pin high. Ride this back down into here. And ride the curve. I feel like this is close. But I don't think it's enough to go up a club, so... It's a nice strike, I think. Maybe a little pushy. If it has enough momentum going forward, this will take us left. Oh, but it's just going to end up dying on that hill. Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, Kiz? Glad to have you here, man. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Alright. Well, we left ourselves in a tough spot. So now we gotta... Now we gotta get this going in a good way. Somewhere out here, maybe? It's a good stroke. Wow. I don't know if there's anywhere that we could have put that would have held any closer without hitting the hole. Solid 2-putt. How's it going, Lindsay? Lindsay, have you played your first 2 rounds yet? Okay, we've got a drivable. I think we're just gonna let it play its course. It's a good strike. Good line, because I wanted it to be a little bit out to the right. Although I think this is gonna kick right. We're on at least. I guess I didn't need to play the shape. It's in the air long enough that it actually would have checked up a little bit. Course is quite interesting. Yeah, I struggled the first round, Lindsay. Lowest score is 13 under. We shot a 6. I know I left a couple strokes out there just from some smaller mistakes of input. Yeah, it's been tough for me, but that's not really a great gauge of anything. Didn't really take the break as early. Ended up carrying out a lot higher. But we'll take the birdie. Obviously, I just would really, really love to get an eagle on the cards. really spark things. Yeah, like the first hole is like on the first hole, first round, it's very high winds. You've got like a 650-yard par 5 into a headwind. So like you're getting there in 3. There are quite a few holes where driver 3 wood is sus. So definitely not simple to keep things close. Like, I'm gonna try to hit this 5-iron. I think I'm gonna be short, but 4-iron's too much. It's a good strike. Yeah. Short. It's always so awkward because it's so hard to get extra distance into wind out of those clubs, but I don't know. I feel like the last thing I ever want to do is take a 4-iron, like just going up a club with not like a full headwind. Always very sketchy. And that's slower. Going from the very firm fast greens to moderate on the chips is definitely a change. This did not carry as well last time, so I'm going to actually try and stay up on this top. I don't know if I played it left enough. I'm going to need some help here. Breaks? Woo! Okay. I mean, it's not like a crazy close shot, but the fact that we're able to get at this green in 2 is a very pleasant thing to me. Now, here and then wins. Like, I think 6-iron fully lofted or fully backspun. Fully backspun and then try and maybe play a slight draw on it. Try and get it to that back left with some breaks. A little bit fast, but I'm not concerned about that. Not terrible. Not terrible. Front pin at that distance, I think 17 feet has to be a pretty good effort. Now, is this going to turn enough early? I think I'm going to go just a touch more. I think we're in a pretty good alignment for it. I didn't need to give it the extra. Okay. Yeah, those longer putts have been tough, but another birdie. I mean, we're doing way better than we did to start last round. Obviously, gotta just keep that effort going. Now, I think the goal should be to land it somewhere over here. Try and get it to ride that ridge. If we start it somewhere over here, hopefully that 4-iron works back over to where we're looking. I hit it way too fast. Way too fast. That's not good. I feel like I probably hit it fast enough that it was actually losing distance. All right, play this out to the right. Brakes, 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 brakes. Not a terrible recovery. Not a terrible recovery by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, I'd love to give myself a chance at something, but yeah, we can't complain when you leave it that short to be able to come out with the par. It's a pretty good feeling. Okay, we're getting a little bit fast now. I gotta slow myself down. Gotta slow myself down, because that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You can't be doing this to yourself. It's just about the worst thing you can do. Because I can't go 3 hybrid on this. We're hoping that this has enough. It probably doesn't, yeah. Absolute sin what we just did there on that drive. All right. Uphill to the hole, uphill at our feet here. I think if we put just like full loft on the flop shot with the lie that we have, I think we should be able to stop this. That's a shot. That's a lovely flop. I know it's not much. I mean, the ones that are for saves as opposed to for scoring, you know, they're never as gratifying, but that's a nice flop. Okay, so I believe this is gonna be one that we should not at all be able to score on. Yeah, especially with that. As much as I would love it, we're only carrying out probably to the bunker. And the bunker is going to be how far from the hole? I probably would have needed to, like, overpower it. I mean, that's still floppable. Or splashable. I don't know, like, if you can get kind of close, like, I'm going to aim it maybe out to the right and try and go for this little area out here. I'm not going to try and overpower it or anything. I mean, maybe we could, but that seems dangerous. Yeah. That right there, that's precisely why I shouldn't have overpowered it. Should have just taken... Dummy. Big dummy. Just listen to yourself for once in your life. Yep, got the low roll. Got the low roll. Alright, well, you know, you live and you learn. I think I've lived enough and learned enough because I knew going into it that I shouldn't have. That's okay. Just next time, just take the shot and don't get fancy with it. we're struggling enough with our inputs. Overpowers should just not even be anything that we intentionally try and do. If we accidentally hit a 102, then so be it. But going for it, I mean, that's just as knuckleheaded as it gets. Okay. Now for the moment of truth. 119. We've got some wind. It's like, what, 10 miles an hour? I think that's gonna be close. A little bit of loft. Maybe not the backspin, just a little bit of loft. I think it's gonna carry just fine. Just fine. I liked the way that felt. Big old bounce, hop, and stop. Toasty. Love me some of that. Love me some of that. All right, let's get off the par train. We'll take the birdie. Let's flip the script here. Shall we? Let's maybe score some on the back nine. How about that? How about that? 6-iron into this with the backstop. Sign me up. Sign me the heck up. Okay, maybe sign me up for more distance. That was sad. Alright, downhills are, I guess it's high winds. High wind and downhill. I'm just a sucker there. I'm just a sucker there. All right. Think it through, Colby. Think it through. The inputs have been good, but we're a little bit off on some of the shot decision making. But, yeah. I suppose coming back to the competitive side of things after a few weeks, I can't expect to be firing on every single cylinder. I mean, considering we're only like a 4-cylinder to begin with, don't have that many cylinders to fire, but let's try and get a few more of them. 26. The 10 on a diagonal and downhill. I mean, it's not downhill that much. Definitely don't want to be caught sleeping on it. We'll give it a little off. Little off skis. Good distance. I think that swing plane might have taken us a bit off. I mean, that or I misread the wind. Either are very, very plausible. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. All right, that was almost too aggressive. But I do think if I didn't hit it at that pace, we would have missed out on the right-hand side, and that would have been an even sadder outcome. I would not have enjoyed that at all. All right, come on, servers. We got a game to play. Let me through. Any day now, HB. Any day now. You know, things had been going pretty well. The servers were doing just fine. My guess is it's gonna take me to the next hole and pop up with an HB error and let me stay in the game. How much have I played this game? Am I correct? There's the HB error. Is it going to take me to the next hole? Yes. Now the real question is my input going to be screwed up? Can we blame that fast on HB? I don't know if we can, but I want to. I was kind of hoping maybe just maybe we can find our way. Maybe just maybe we can find our way there to a a fairway in regulation after all of that. Our inputs are just fine. Our inputs are just fine. I don't have enough legs to get to the green. I almost have enough legs to get to the green. That was actually a pretty nice shot, all things considered. Greens aren't fast enough to even go for that anyway. Alright, we're gonna try this. Expect this shot to go a little bit fast and left and hop up and go back to the right. I didn't get the fast part, but everything else played out to a T. I'll take the bird. Don't flip me off. I'll take the bird. All right, so what? We were 6 under through 18 in the last round. We are now 7 under through 13? Yes. So we gotta capitalize on the position that we are currently in. Again, this is quite the long shot. Very, very tough position to be in. See how this goes. Come on, hybrid. Getting a little bit on the fast side with some of these shots. Seems to be where the miss is going. We were able to get the distance, but I do think if we were to the right a bit more, I'm not sure where we would have ended up. All right. So you're getting it through this first part up the hill, and then it kind of holds. It's quite the pace on this putt. Oh, come on! Not bad at all. Would have been a heck of a birdie putt from downtown. Okay. So this is back to that par 5 that it, or par 4 that just has the very big forced layup. Let's take a nice 6-iron, get ourselves down there. That was a nice transition. I liked the way that felt. Sometimes just you like feel it. I know it's not like the controller giving a different response, but sometimes you just hit that input and you know. You're like, that felt good. That felt right. All is right in the world. Now, I don't think with a diagonal wind like this, cross tailwind, we need 148, maybe 147 to get there. Downhill lie is going to give us some, and I kind of have to just bank on that. I kind of just have to bank on that being enough. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Fast is going to help with the distance, not that we needed it. We are pin high. Not that pin high has ever been like a good thing in my life in this game. I feel like every time we're pin high, we have just a ton of side-to-side break. All right, start this a little bit outside to the right and let it break back left into the hole. Like so. All right, come on. 3 holes to go. Let's get a few more. Let's get a few more scores under our belt. Because we definitely need it. We are not in like a comfortable position on the leaderboard by any stretch of the imagination. The downhill and with the wind here, I think we want to be somewhere out here. Feels a little bit much, but a little bit of a push draw. That's not the worst thing, actually. We take that. We take that. Push draw is a very realistic shot that we can play. It's just you don't want like a push fade or a pull draw, like, because that's just a hook. What do we got here? A little bit more. All right, come on. Big par 5. Big par 5 coming up. If we can capitalize on these last 2 holes, we can, I feel like, put ourselves in to a more comfortable position through 2. You know, being 6 under through 1, not a great feeling. And you definitely don't want to just double that up, because 12 under is not really all that great of a place to be. But if we can somehow put something together here and put ourselves maybe into a position where we're looking at least an eagle putt, that would certainly be best case scenario. So let's just try and work this out, because I don't think wind is going to play at the back like as much as we really wanted to. So it'd be almost like 23 yards here. So let's say that's 173 carry. We're already short with the uphill. That ain't it. So 183. Say 179. And then the wind. See, it's still like 15 miles an hour of wind. I mean, it's diagonal and uphill. But maybe it's still like 8 to 10 yards. All right, I'm going to go with the 6-iron. I'm going to give it a little bit of fade. Just to try and ride the wind a little bit. But this is a big shot right here. A little bit slow. Yeah, that's a bit short. I'm going to need release. Ooh. We got quite the kick off of the fairway there. Wind at the back really bailing me out because, yeah, that carry distance was quite short. Which is what I was fearful of and clearly didn't play for properly. If we get this going somewhere out here, so what is that gonna... Made the adjustment. Come on, be correct. Get in there! Get in the hole. Coming in clutch down the stretch. Oh, one to go. One to go. We're going to find fairway here. Get the kick down to the right. Feed on out. All right. It's pitching season. Baseball may be over, but it's pitching season. So well, we're uphill, but then it's like the downhill lie that gets us in trouble. So yeah, we got to make sure that we've got it in a way that it's going to get up. It's going to bite. Okay, come on. Be the number. I knew that was going to be fast. Get on the green. Okay, we've at least got a putt. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Pitch shot under pressure. Gotta take a practice swing. Pitch shot under pressure. Gotta take the practice swing. But alas, we did not. And now we pay the price. All right, I think this feels good. It's not gonna turn enough. There's the turn, but a little bit too much pace. All right, so not able to keep the heroics going through the 18th hole, but that was a very nice stretch of holes that we had there. 11 under. Much, much better. We were T50 through 1. We are now T27 through 2. So definitely trending in the right direction. We've got 2 more rounds. Hopefully they can be a little bit more like this round. Maybe one day we'll be able to be this crazy. But yeah, we'll definitely take that. It's been a tough course. We're leaving some shots out there, but we're also finding some ways to score.